All right, guys, thanks for joining me. It is late and I am getting ready for bed soon. So, so much to talk about. I've been on YouTube and I'm like, oh, there's so much to talk about. I'm like, why did I even go down this rabbit hole? This guy was like, I don't know if you heard about him, but 2 weeks ago, he like just killed his wife and her parents. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with people, right, guys? So he was mad because he felt disrespected, so he killed his family. And he said he totally lost it, right? So obviously in the comments people are like, "Oh, what a mental illness. What a weirdo, right? What a freak." All you have to do is ask them to leave. He was mad because they wouldn't leave. It's like just ask them to leave. If they don't, call the police or something. You don't have to shoot people. So anyways, I was watching this guy and he was all balled up and he couldn't really communicate well and he was frustrated when he was talking to the police. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So he was a vet, and a lot of vets have post-traumatic stress, right? And he said he did. But still, no excuse, guys. No excuse for this stuff. So, yeah. So I'm like, okay, there's that. There's Erica Kirk getting exposed. There's this. Nick Shirley, and I'm like, oh, take a break from all this. So, social media, we need to be careful of that, guys. I use social media to learn, and I'm very careful about what I watch. Um, but anyways, going on, I think I just took a break to kind of like what's the word? What's the word? Just take a break from some stuff. So I had a situation, and this is what I'm getting to tonight, and I'm going to go, shower and get to bed soon. But I had a situation with a church, and I will be talking to their pastor tomorrow. What do you do, guys? I mean, I have come out here on YouTube, and I am extremely pro-life. I have said that. I've made a commitment. I have accountability for what I believe. I am totally pro-life, and I encourage mothers to have their kids, right? I was talking to a mom today who has to be really careful, and she's going to have her baby delivered early because she's got health problems, and I'm like, how does that work? How do your surgeries with your stomach affect, your pelvis and having to deliver the baby early? And she was just telling me about, the surgeries she had and how her uterus was actually perforated, how she had holes. I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand. But so I have put my life on the line, guys, for other women. And I have made a very public statement that it is really important that moms have support all the way up, right? I am totally for family. I am I am totally like 100% pro-life, right? No excuses. And using resources to help you mother. So when you go to a church, guys, and this is what I keep seeing. I keep seeing this over and over. You go to a church and you're like, hey, I need some help with this or I need some help with that. And a church will not really be able to be there, to help people. I even heard tonight the people that used to do stuff with the homeless, they used to help with food pantries, they used to help with the homeless, they are no longer there. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm the one who needs to pick that up, right? Because I'm starting a nonprofit. I have a couple books I'll probably start tomorrow about nonprofits. So, I mean, that's kind of not like really an excuse. You can't really say, well, people who did care about this left. Well, then find other people who care. So when you have a church that's like, oh no, we only help certain people under certain conditions, it has to be dire. Okay, when someone doesn't have work, or they're homeless, or they are like living on the street, I mean, I don't really know what's more dire than that. I really don't. So I was talking to someone tonight and I'm like, just to challenge you, could you explain to me how you say number one commandment, guys, is to love God, right? How is it that you say you love God, and then when you see someone in need, you don't help them? And they're like, well, that you got a point there. You got a point. I'm like, I just, can you help me understand this? When you say you love God, the first commandment of the Bible, and the second one is like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. How is it that you don't do anything to help somebody? So I even had someone tonight say to me, we don't help with extravagant needs like rent. And I'm thinking, rent is a basic need. It is a basic need in life, right? It's not an extravagant thing. So, really, guys, as I'm in this work, as I get, studying more about, everything that needs to be done for a nonprofit and where I'm going this year to help other women with a lot of stuff, even warning this woman, I'm like, I am so glad you have a good doctor, because so many doctors will encourage women to abort. We had one friend in New Hampshire who was told he would need to have his wife abort their child, and come to find out nothing was wrong with the child. These are very common stories where there's nothing wrong with the child and they're told to abort them. So we've got a lot going on with the pro-life movement, guys. We got Planned Parenthood, who is like, we care. That's what they sell. They sell that they care, okay? And if we as a church do not start caring more about other people, whether it's the homeless, whether it's the pregnant people, whatever, we are not going to be having people come to church and grow in Christ. Okay, that's the main objective, is to become a Christian. But if we do not even show we care with the basics, I don't know how we're going to disciple the next generation. The next generation needs to be discipled. They are the ones carrying on the torch of the faith for the next generation. The babies, we need to grow families in our churches. And if you cannot, as a church, help people, I don't know how a budget is set up not to help people. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with everything. I mean, I had somebody tell me tonight there was like a low budget. I think it was a couple thousand that helped a few people. That's this day and age, that's nothing, guys. That's nothing. $2,000 is nothing to help, 20-something people? That's nothing. So we need to be there, guys, for one another. And I listened to Dave Ramsey. He had a video saying if everybody just cut their Halloween budget, and what was the other budget he said? I think it was maybe movie budget or something, we would be able to help tons of people. And somebody said, how much is that Halloween budget? And he's like, it's this much a year. I'm like, are you serious? It was a crazy amount. So if everybody helped other people, guys, we wouldn't have all this homelessness, we wouldn't have all this abortion. So really, we need to start really helping other people. So that's what I got for now, guys. And then not just those people who need help. This light is super bright, guys. Sorry. Not just those people, but look at what our society has become, with a guy shooting his family because he told them to leave. He's like, you need to leave. It wasn't like, I'm actually sick of you and you need to leave. It was just, you need to leave. And his wife said, no, they don't. I own part of this home and they're not leaving. So he goes and gets a gun, and within a minute he shoots them. Like, I think he said within 1 minute he shot 3 of them. Something like that. He didn't even have a conversation. He was just mad and he shot them. And as you look at the culture nowadays, you see so many people killing their own family. And it's disgusting. I mean, look at Rob Reiner. Look at this stuff that's going on. So we need to build communities that help one another, guys. You can preach all you want, saying you love God, you care about God, but when you don't help people, it goes against the faith. So I will be talking about a pastor about this tomorrow, because it's really offensive when people don't want to help other people, guys. Okay, thanks for joining me.